This is the Padua Podcast Network.
I'm particularly interested in birds and insects. And you can find insects. You just have to know the rules.
You're an interesting guy, Robert.
Why?
So, Running a Fever, episode 184. We're here at Lake Weddington Recreational area. It's pretty nice. It's actually, yeah, and it's cooler in the shade here.
Yes.
It's like 81, 82 degrees at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Cool.
Do you have your camera on?
Yeah, I thought I would, first time I go to a place, I usually try to get some video.
Oh yeah, nice.
I just realized that I don't have to put it on the front of my head. I can put it on the side of my head.
You could.
And that way I'm not just taking a picture of your back all, the whole time.
I mean, you could walk first.
Or the trail, the lake's a lot more interesting. Yeah, this is nice.
It's a beautiful.
Nice.
Have advertising for Arkansas.
Right. Yeah, classic photo there.
It's a natural thing. You set it on a timer?
Yeah, I just never turned it off.
It's doing a lot of beeping.
Yeah. Let me get a picture of you.
Sure. You want it like leaning up against a tree?
Oh, you're fine, man.
No, it's basketball.
It's good. I can really feel my limitations in terms of speed and just hand-eye coordination, and I don't know if that will improve over time as I play more, or if it's just the way I am.
I expect it to improve a little bit.
Well, I expect my skill to improve and my fitness, cardiopulmonary fitness, so that and I don't really have an endurance problem, or I'm not out of breath or anything like that. It's just really coordination, it seems like. It's my problem. So, yeah, exactly. It's not quick enough for that ball. And those balls move, racquetball is pretty fast.
Oh, yeah.
So.
I've played it. I've seen videos and things like that. It seems like it's very fast.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't bring a guest. I mean, you can get a day pass for $20, but it'd be nice if I could bring a guest in without paying that much.
Is it you okay with athletic club?
Yeah.
You've been at it, so membership there off and on. He doesn't do his left. I mean, he's getting his knee worked on with physical therapy.
Yeah.
He still pays like $15 a visit or something. $20 a visit. And visit like 50 times more than he had it for 2 times a week, but not. I'm paying 50 times more than I pay at the gym. And they're not really doing a whole lot other than that.
Yeah, actually, when I was doing physical therapy for my knee a year and a half ago, after I was done, with the insurance covered 14 weeks or whatever, they had this offer for, I think it was $100 a month. You could come in and use the equipment. And of course, they had to be with you when you're using the equipment. And
Because it's not a gym.
Right, yeah. I mean, there's gym equipment there, but the really high-tech stuff, they'd have to work for you or supervise you in some way. So, but that seemed pretty steep to me, and even though the equipment is pretty impressive, of course now I'm paying $80 a month for the Fayetteville Athletic Club.
Yeah.
So.
Just consider exercise a relaxing thing. And I'm not going to drive it. Should feel the place where I relax.
You drove here?
Yeah, it's not actually as far as I thought. I was worried that's going to be quite a bit later.
Well, that's just right in your area, though.
No, it is, yeah.
It's like
Figure out 20 minutes from that time.
Yeah, it's like 45-minute drive for me in traffic. Or actually less than that, because I got started a little bit later than I wanted to.
Usually that was the difference. There was no traffic from me.
Yeah,
No one's driving this way.
right.
My phone kind of goes away.
Wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, actually.
Not hot?
Wasn't as bad in terms of traffic.
Yeah. You gotta get the butterflies down below.
Butterflies?
See them?
Oh, there we go.
Can you see how close I can hear them?
So, Running a Fever episode 184. We're here at Lake Weddington Recreational area. First time here, so I'm getting some video, and it's beautiful. Beautiful lake. It's about 3.3 miles around the whole thing, but I don't think we're going to do it all today. Very privileged to have Robert here because he has a very important job now. His son was born just a couple of weeks ago. Why are there so many sticky things?
That one got you.
Am I bleeding?
He is bleeding.
Oh, that's from racquetball.
Oh.
And I was wearing sleeves on my knees too, so it burned right through it.
You fell or did you?
I fell, slid along a wall or something. Camera's really not that good except for action. I mean, it's good for stuff like this, but
No, if I was gonna pick up like hardcore hobby, you'd be wildlife photography.
you could do that.
Oh, totally. That's one of my favorite things to do in Hawaii was going to a wildlife pond. There's acres or square miles. I think maybe even acres. Like 1,500 acres. A very specific ecosystem in Hawaii.
Uh-huh.
Only place the ecosystem exists in the entire world. And it's diminishing extremely rapidly.
It seems like...
Pardon?
Go ahead.
So we went to this, of course they emphasize the birds, but there are other things too. It's the only place that the birds nest in the whole world. And
What kind of birds?
I don't remember the names for them. I just know they're North American equivalents. They're like egrets. And then I don't know exactly where the shell is. We always go right.
Okay.
I assume that goes right back to the trailhead.
Okay.
So we'll figure out what happens once we get across the dam. We'll decide if the trail continues or if we want to continue to go.
Probably best we go the way that you're used to going because I do have appointments today. So I can't just go wandering around.
You mentioned you were looking at houses?
Yeah. Wow, this is kind of overgrown here.
Oh gosh, a little more than... Let me go first.
Okay.
Let's have jeans on.
All right.
I don't see anything towards me. This is way more overgrown than I expected.
Yeah. Actually, they said this online. It'd be nice if they'd somebody would maintain this a little bit. This is,
Right? I don't know. Let's go back a little bit. This is what?
this is a federal property, isn't it? Or something like that. It's not a state park.
This is national. So federal, yeah.
It's called Recreational area.
I wanted to see if the trail continued.
So we're
coming back up to more ground. I'm following my trail guide instinct.
okay.
That if
Yeah, I mean they said online. They said just go straight ahead across the dam and you'll be fine. But
I did it.
yeah.
I guess it's just the trail. The trailhead is for just this really short loop.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if we're going across the dam if you want to.
Yeah, why not? Get a nice picture on the dam here.
Yeah.
3 pictures.
I'm surprised at how many butterflies there are.
A lot of butterflies.
I don't know. You say what kind?
No.
Before we disturb them.
Oh, this is, wow, look at all these guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good little video here that I can cut in of some butterflies.
Oh, sure.
Wow, this is amazing.
It kind of is. My grandfather will be very interested in this.
And you can get butterflies with the skyline in the background. But I would think nature photography, wildlife photography would be a lot of waiting. You know, waiting for the right thing.
Yep. Or just being extremely non-discriminate. Just take photos of whatever.
Well, yeah, but still, if you go around, you may never see something worth.
Oh, true.
You know.
We just happened to come during.
Yeah.
It looks like butterflies.
So you have to spend a lot of time out, you know.
And do a lot of research.
Right.
Similar to fishing, actually.
I guess you get to know areas where things happen.
Yeah. I'm particularly interested in birds and insects. And you can find insects. You just have to know the rules.
You're an interesting guy, Robert.
Why?
I don't know. I just keep finding out things about you I never knew, you know?
I mean, I wouldn't even really call it a hobby, but I find insects very fascinating. And I'm definitely recommending you take a shower when you get home.
Well, yeah, I'll have to.
I'm sure you're wet too. My jeans are already.
Oh, yeah, I'm soaked. It's worth it, though.
Oh, yeah. And I haven't taken a single photo of the skyline. I'm not really into landscape photography.
Yeah, I've got tons of photos from the dam at Lake Fayetteville. Just beautiful sunsets, sunrises.
Yeah.
Wintertime, all seasons, because I've been going there for almost 2 years now.
Oh, yeah. I should say that when we were in Hawaii, I took a lot of landscape and sky photography, but it was kind of stuff that just doesn't happen here.
Yeah.
Volcanoes and ocean.
Right.
Smoke coming out of volcanoes.
Yeah, I remember Thailand being like one of the most beautiful sunsets I'd ever seen.
In the ocean or mountains or both?
Ocean, yeah. Oh man, we've got to go back through this.
Yeah. We can turn and go back if you want to.
This is pretty harsh on my bare legs now.
Okay, we'll go back. And I'll go first. It's not bothering me at all, I'm just wet.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's not that bad, but it's starting to get to me.
Yeah.
Maybe with my slight injury from this morning.
Yeah. No, I should have warned you. I was not expecting.
I should have known, because I'm seeing it's a hiking trail, and just, I don't know, why don't I understand that it's a hiking trail? You know, it's not just like Lake Atalanta or something, the big wide concrete, you know.
Yeah. Golf cart trail.
Yeah.
I almost worked it. And then I thought, even if I just have to go through this underbrush, it's still gonna want to.
So, do you guys have like one of those bicycle trailers for Elijah?
We do not. I don't think we ride regularly enough.
Yeah.
And I also feel like I'm not an experienced and safe enough bicyclist
Right.
for that to be a good idea.
Yeah. Yeah, a friend of mine was, I saw him out on Lake Fayetteville one time, and he, was dragging his daughter along in the trailer. He said she loves it.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, no, it's a thing. It's, I wipe out enough just by myself.
Yeah.
I don't really want a trailer. I mean, they look safe, even if they upend it and even got hit by another bicyclist or something, I'm sure the baby would be fine. But I'm worried the torque on the back would tear up my bike or something.
I've always had kind of mixed feelings about bicycles, because of, where can you ride them that's safe for yourself and others?
Right.
Because the Razorback Trail is nice.
The Greenway?
Yeah. I don't know why they call it the Greenway. It's just like goes through the city and parks and stuff. But a lot of that is people walking, and a lot of cyclists ride by me and they're just way too fast. And that's dangerous. But if you're going to ride a bike, you want to put some effort into it. And if you go on the street, it's dangerous for the cyclist.
Right.
So I guess the way to go would be to find some back roads or something.
Yeah, but then you have to worry about guys pulling cattle trailers.
Yeah.
Because out on Vining Grove, or the same road I rode in on, I've taken my bike out there. And if it's just sedans on their Sunday drive, it's not that bad. If you get somebody who's in a hurry or a wide load, you got to pull over in the grass. You have to get out of their way, and that's not fun. When you're on a street bike, pulling off into the gravel on the shoulder, it sucks.
Yeah.
Especially when you feel like you're being forced over.
Right. So I don't know. I mean, I guess I probably would ride it on the Razorback Trail, but I would just have to I would definitely try to be more courteous and go slower most of the time if I saw people on the trail. But there's guys that just go speeding right by you, probably 40 miles an hour.
Yep. And they're probably the people who do it like 4 or 5 times a week.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they know how to go fast. They're used to going fast.
But still, it's too fast to react to something a person does in front of you.
And I think the speed limit on the trail is supposed to be 20 miles an hour.
It's 15.
Oh, is it 15?
Yeah, okay. but people, there are no, trail cops to write you tickets. Yeah. So, nobody, I'm sure people pay attention to it. I've never walked or ran faster than 15 miles an hour, so.
Oh, no.
So I've always obeyed the speed limit.
I was looking up, and I have a really hard time remembering the numbers. The fastest human being moving under human power on foot, like 30.1 miles per hour. Which, when you think about it, is ridiculously fast.
Well, I can walk 3 miles an hour easily on the trail. That's usually what I do. 4 miles an hour is no problem for anybody. So if you're running, I would think, yeah.
At that speed, you'd run a marathon in like 50 minutes.
Oh, we've got bees and butterflies just working away here. That stuff must really taste good.
It must. It's extremely ironic. In the cow pasture, you spray these and cut them down. Because if they get baled up in hay, it's a bad deal.
Oh, you were talking about butterflies on your place, right?
Yeah, Granddad wanted us to grow some butterfly bushes. Unfortunately, that never happened. In Arkansas, butterfly bushes are considered a weed. So agricultural people and residential people spray for it and cut it down. And I get the impression, a relatively delicate plant. So it's becoming, if not an endangered species, at least an alert species or whatever it's called. But it's the only plant that monarch butterflies eat. So, and Arkansas is right in the path of their migration. So, and they only exist in North America.
Oh, it's too bad.
It's these flowers.
Aren't there I guess places like this is where you're going to find them, right?
Yeah. And they're similar to we call this thistles.
Yeah.
They're similar to those thistles. but they're not terribly attractive.
Thistle.
And they're the ones that if you walk through it, it'll tear your leg open.
Don't want that today.
No. I guess we'll follow the trail this way. Keep the lake at our left. If the lake ever stops being at our left, it means it's not a loop.
Yeah, there's supposed to be a loop around, but I guess some areas are not very trail-like, kind of like what we just went through.
And I'm wondering, like that takes off again. I don't have any idea where that goes. I'm just going to follow it to the corner. I bet that's the trail that goes around the lake.
Oh, yeah.
And no one goes around the lake.
Well, some people do.
Well, yeah. I mean, some people, enough to maintain somewhat of a trail.
So when do you have to go back to work?
Friday.
It's coming Friday.
All of that light green, yellow stuff.
Uh-huh.
I recognize as poison ivy. Even growing up the tree there.
Uh-huh.
And that puts chemical burns on me. Looks like someone poured acid on my legs if I get into it.
Awesome. Yeah.
I don't know if you're allergic to it or not.
Well, I don't know. I haven't really. I doubt it. You know. But.
I'm gonna go home and scrub in the shower when I get home.
Yeah, me too. What?
Deer?
Deer.
Yeah.
I don't see it, but in these parks, they're not very scared usually.
No, I just got the rump of it. You might actually have gotten it on camera.
Maybe, yeah. I just didn't see it with the naked eye. Well, you know what? When they don't give you a title, what you do is you make up a business card and you make up your own title.
Right.
Like I think my boss decided one time he was going to be the vice president, king of all supreme commanders or something like that.
Right.
So, but you know, you could put executive consultant for what he's doing. So do you know where we are?
I don't. I was just thinking about
I don't see any lake.
I don't either, but I hear the road.
Okay.
How much time do you have?
Well, I've got plenty of time if I leave here by, 10.
Oh, I'm sure we'll be back to the show by 10.
That works for me. Lead on. So how many times have you been here?
I've never actually been on this spot, but I've walked that trail probably 3 or 4 times.
Uh-huh. Just up and down?
If I walk the trail, I mean, I've come here fishing.
Right. Yeah, you've been out here. So over a course of how many years?
Whole lifetime.
Uh-huh.
I've been coming here since I was a kid.
Since you're a kid, right. And you're 30 now?
Yeah, right at. Yeah, that's what I was waiting for. It does cut back.
Okay. Well, I'm sure I'll be out here again because it's so close and looks pretty nice, except it is kind of overgrown in places, but that'll be different. That's a different view.
Yeah. And it came out early spring. Brittany and I came out here and it was just grass. So and all that brush goes up.
And it's not, in terms of like rocks and stuff, I can see why they say it's more of an easy trail.
Yeah.
Because it's not, altitude wise, and there's not a lot of big rocks you got to climb over and stuff like that. Even Devil's Den, that yellow rock trail. Yeah, that one is quite a bit more difficult than this one.
That one's kind of steep. That one involves a significant rise in elevation.
Yeah, that too. Of course, this is a lake, so what you would expect.
I think I heard a lizard.
You heard a lizard. You have super senses.
Yeah. It sounded like a lizard flutter.
You heard a rustling and you.
A rustling, yeah. Lizards tend to run for like a foot and then stop.
Uh-huh.
Whereas small mammals tend to run and run and run and run.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. I've heard a lot of rustling, even at Lake Fayetteville.
I don't doubt it. Spiders build these nests, these webs, very quickly.
I know. I've got spiders in my house.
Those are nice. And the energy expenditure must not be that great.
Well, I don't know how they survive. Like there are not that many insects in my house.
Oh, right.
So,
Now that.
Oh, wow, yeah. Right in the middle of the trail.
which I'm sure there's spiderwebs all over the whole landscape, but it does seem like they're always right in the middle of the trip.
With the sun on it like that?
Yeah. Yeah, well, my camera doesn't only has an auto zoom, which I guess is the way all phones are.
No, mine you can pinch and unpinch.
Oh, can you?
Yeah. You tried that?
It'll zoom and unzoom.
Yeah.
Does yours have a...
Oh, you're talking about focus? Autofocus?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the problem with phones. I had that problem a lot.
Well, hold on. It said selective focus. Let's see what happens.
I don't know, phone cameras have come a long way.
Yeah, they have. I think it's just too small.
Yep. You'll have some work to do today. Hope you ate well last night.
Right. But I think spiders are one of those things that only eat 60 times a month.
Probably right.
Kind of like snakes.
It's a good point. Yeah, I mean, if you can catch a fly as big as you are, then you can eat off of it for a while.
Right. Assuming their digestive systems are...
So what do they do the rest of the time, you think? You think they just ponder the philosophical, dilemma of their life or their short life?
Have you read The Lord of the Rings book?
Yes.
The evil spider queen?
I don't remember that well.
In the mountain range in between Mordor and the rest of the world.
Uh-huh.
I think they sit and ponder the destruction and consumption of the rest of the universe.
That dragonfly was almost invisible.
Yeah.
Very sleek.
That one's about to get big. But no, the evil spider queen is actually older than the Sauron.
She's evil?
Oh, she was completely evil.
The evil spider queen.
Her sole overwhelming desire was to consume everything. Eat everything.
Wow. Dude. They're everywhere.
My gut instinct was to reach out and get it out of my face. So.
Why don't I go ahead for a while?
I was going to say it.
I'm feeling more than I'm seeing. There's one.
I need to bring my machete next time.
Well, they're just spider webs. Maybe just, I don't know, a broom, something we could hold out in front of us. Oh, gosh. We went right into a... Is it crawling on me somewhere?
See it.
Okay. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the sounds of me and my friend Robert traipsing through the woods at the new place that I've found, Lake Weddington Trail. There's also park and campground and such, and lots of spiders.
Yeah.
So, if you got the fever, keep it. If you don't have the fever, catch it. I'll talk to you next time on Running a Fever.